Okay, my name is Yonudu. I work for VFD Microfinance Bank as the GM of Business Banking and Partnerships. As a woman, to scale in an unstructured market, the first thing that you need to consider is who are you? What are you selling? What product? What service? You need to define a niche for yourself and tell that story to the world, to everyone that cares to listen. That's the first thing. Once you start telling your story, make use of your networks as much as possible, because to scale you need funding. And for people to invest in your business, you need to they need to believe in you, and you need to believe in the business. So you need to take that story to as many people as possible. I have some small businesses that I have personally observed run by women. One of those businesses, it's quite small. I mean, it has grown over the years, and I talk about it so much that a friend of mine said, you know what, I think you should actually invest in this business. I've never met the owner of this business, but anytime I interact with the product, the quality and the excellence that I see in that product is a huge motivation for me. I'm like, wow, who is this person? And I've never met her. She has never even sold to me. Just by my interaction with that product, I am willing, and I'm sure that's the position of so many people that have interacted with this particular service, right, from this entrepreneur, female entrepreneur. The day that she comes out to say, I need X amount of investors in this business, people will begin to consider it, right? So you need to tell your story, and as part of telling that story is creating a product that stands the test of time, that meets all the quality requirements, that gives you a niche and sets you aside from everyone else. That's the first thing. And the second bit of it is taking that story to as many people as possible, and creating different structures to get the funding required to scale. I think that the first thing I would say is that financial resilience is very important. But beyond financial resilience, you have to actually you must be very strong as a female entrepreneur that ventures into business in Nigeria. You must understand that, certain things will be out of your control. But what I always say is, what is out of your control is out of your control. The focus is what is in your locus of control. Because to build financial resilience is to build a business that is so strong that the environment can almost not crumble it. So one of the ways that you do that is build a business that is sustainable, that has multiple income streams, such that if something happens to product line A, product line B, C, D still survives that period of time, right? And obviously save, invest in new ventures. Those are some of the things that you can do. So I like that question. I think that it is very consistent with some of the challenges that female entrepreneurs face. You start up this business maybe from your house, and then you begin to churn out volumes, and you begin to see traction. You're getting new customers every day. You have to structure for growth. It is very important that you look at where you are vis-a-vis where you're going to go to. And I mean, it might sound very sedentary, but one of the first things that you need to do is create an account, a business account that separates your own income, your personal income, from your business income. Just create an account. You can create an account with VBank, of course, but create an account and start looking at your income versus your expenses. So this simple, or very obvious decision can make a huge difference when you're beginning to think of scale and structure. This can make a whole lot of difference. It looks prevalent, it looks like common sense, but what you find is that a lot of women do not have this structure set in place. Additionally, when you start thinking of funding, be it debt or equity, it starts from your accounts, starts from looking at your bank statements, your management accounts, what are your income lines, what are your expenses. Those are the basic things that anyone that wants to give you funding will look for. So it is imperative that you set those boundaries and set them quite early. What does it cost to be a Nigerian woman? I think that being a Nigerian woman is an opportunity. It's a real opportunity to tell a different story, to break barriers, to create a path such that others can follow. It's a unique opportunity. That's how I would like to see it. There are definitely challenges, but those challenges are as big as the opportunities that they present. Accelerate action.